Man on the Rocks is the 25th studio album by British musician Mike Oldfield, released on March 3, 2014 on the Virgin EMI label. The album is Oldfield's second full album of exclusively songs with no long or instrumental pieces. The first was 1989's Earth Moving. Recording and production, Man on the Rocks was produced by Stephen Lipson together with Oldfield. The album features bassist Leland Sklar, drummer John Robinson, keyboardist Matt Rollings, guitarist Michael Thompson and singer Luke Spillner together with Oldfield himself on guitar. The backing tracks were recorded during June 2013 in Studio D of Village Studios, Los Angeles with producer Steve Lipson. Oldfield participated in these sessions via Skype. Oldfield has also recorded part of the album in his home studio in the Bahamas. The album marks a return of Oldfield to a Virgin-branded label since leaving Virgin Records in the 1990s, through the merger of Mercury Records UK and Virgin Records after Universal Music's purchase of EMI. Luke Spillner is the singer of another of Virgin EMI's British artists, The Struts. Lyrical content: the album deals with topics ranging from Oldfield's experiences with mental health to a track inspired by the 2012 Summer Olympics. The piece Irene is inspired by Hurricane Irene which hit the Bahamas in 2011. The final track is a cover of William McDowell's gospel piece I Give Myself Away. The working title for the album had been Rock. Oldfield has used the title Moonshine once before for the final piece on 1992's Tubular Bells 2. The song itself is a reworking of his 1994 instrumental The Song of the Boatmen, which was featured as a B-side of the Hibernaculum single. The song Nuclear deals with his grandfather's experiences during World War I. When interviewed by the Daily Telegraph, he tells the background to writing the song. I never knew him, he says, so I hired a company to find out about him. It turned out he was a great character before the war but came home a very different man. My mum was one of 10 or 11 kids and all the children born after the war had problems like hers. I wanted to see if I could spread my senses in the place he was. I traveled around Ypres and the battlefield museums and I saw the graves of his regiment, the Royal Munster Fusiliers. And I could feel it. Still there. Unregistered trademark SA blessing and a curse for those of us who have this extra sensitivity. Release, Man on the Rocks was released on March 3, 2014, after initially being announced that it would have been released on January 27. The album is available on single CD, double vinyl, colored double vinyl, digital download and a box set. The 2-CD deluxe edition contains the album and a second instrumental disc. In the UK the boxed set is available exclusively through mikeoldfieldofficial.com. This includes the content from the deluxe edition as well as Oldfield's demos of the songs and 4 alternate mixes of songs. The box set also includes a 16-page CD-size booklet, 4 art cards and a certificate of authenticity. Singles and promotion: the first public airing of the album was an excerpt of Sailing that was played on Stuart McInerney's radio show on BBC Radio 6 Music in November 2013. The first full play of Sailing was on BBC Radio 2 on January 14, 2014. Sailing was a record of the week on BBC Radio 2 during the first week of February. The music video for Sailing was released on YouTube on February 8. The video features Oldfield and Spillner in the Bahamas on a beach, a boat and in Oldfield's studio there. The song became available to buy on online retailers such as iTunes from February 19. Behind-the-scenes footage and acoustic versions of tracks from the album, including Man on the Rocks and Chariots, were released online ahead of the album. The second single was Moonshine. A video was released for purchase on iTunes on April 14. Nuclear was featured in the E3 2014 trailer for the stealth action game Metal Gear Solid V: The Phantom Pain. Critical reception of the album has been mixed to positive. Music critics and journalists have noted its contrast from Oldfield's progressive rock works such as Tubular Bells, and the album's orientation to more standard rock music. The Guardian newspaper called the album a curious but likable diversion from his multi-layered New Age work. Sailing reached BBC Radio 2's A-list rotation. Jeremy Williams of So So Gay noted Man on the Rocks excels as it feels truly personal. Weekly charts, track listing, Disc 1, all tracks written by Mike Oldfield, except where noted. Sailing 446, Moonshine 549, Man on the Rocks 610, Castaway 634, Minutes 451, Dreaming in the Wind 528, Nuclear 503, Chariots 438, Following the Angel 704, Irene 359, I Give Myself Away 510, Disc 2, Deluxe Edition, Sailing, Moonshine, Man on the Rocks, Castaway, Minutes, Dreaming in the Wind, Nuclear, Chariots, Following the Angels, Irene, I Give Myself Away, Disc 3, Bonus Disc, Sailing, Moonshine, Man on the Rocks, Castaway, Minutes, Dreaming in the Wind, Nuclear, Chariots, Following the Angels. Irene, I Give Myself Away, Sailing, Dreaming in the Wind, Following the Angels, I Give Myself Away, Disc 3 Tracks 1 Euro 11, all instruments and vocals by Mike Oldfield, personnel, Mike Oldfield Euro electric guitars, acoustic guitars, bass guitar, backing vocals, keyboards, Luke Spillo Euro lead vocals, John Robinson Euro drums, Leland Sklar Euro bass guitar, Matt Rollings Euro piano and Hammond B3, Michael Thompson Euro electric guitars and acoustic guitars, Stephen Lipson Euro electric guitars and acoustic guitars, Davey Spillane Euro whistles on Moonshine, Paul Dooley Euro violin on Moonshine, backing vocalists Euro Bill Champlain, Alfie Silas Durio, Carmel Eccles, Rochelle Gilliard, Judith Hill, Kirsten Joy, Jason Morales, Louis Price, Tiffany Smith, engineers Euro Mike Oldfield and Stephen Lipson. Howard Willing with Chris Owens. Steve McMillan, produced by Euro Mike Oldfield and Stephen Lipson, references. External links, Mike Oldfield, interview with Mike Oldfield discussing the making of Man on the Rocks at Interviews.